Hello dear friends, welcome back to my channel NB Biology Tutorial. I am Professor Namrata Borate. In my last video, we have discussed the first kingdom, that's a kingdom Monera. अभी तक आपने मेरा लास्ट वीडियो नहीं देखा होगा तो जरूर देखिए, लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. Today we are going to continue the next point of second topic, that's a kingdom Protista. So let's get started. As a first characteristic in kingdom Protista, it includes single cell, means unicellular eukaryotic organism. Most of them are aquatic, means they are found in water. They have true well-defined nucleus and membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum and plastid. The significant characteristic of kingdom Protista is that it's a connecting link to the other kingdoms like the kingdom Plantae, Animalia and the fungi. The Protista exhibits various lifestyles. Some of them are resembles like the plant, some Protista resembles like that of animals, and some of them are like that of the fungi. So, the autotrophic plants-like form are called as the Protean algae. Heterotrophic animals-like form are the Protozoan Protista, and the decomposer fungi like includes the slime mold. So, on the basis of whether they are autotrophic, saprophytic or the heterotrophic, it is of the three way of Protista. The first one, it's a photosynthetic Protista. Second one is a saprophytic Protista, and the third one it's a protozoans. So we are going to see the more about all these three types of the Protistas. The first is a photosynthetic Protista. It again includes the three forms. First one is a chrysophytes. Second one is a dinoflagellate, and the third one is a euglenoid. Saprophytic Protista, there is include the single example, that is a slime mold. The protozoan Protista, it may be the amoeboid protozoan, it may be the flagellated protozoa, it may be the ciliated, or it may be the sporozoans. As a first one we see, that is a plant-like Protista. It's a photosynthetic Protista. Means the organism which is included in this, they are prepared their own food material. It's a first one is a chrysophytes. They are microscopic, float passively in water current and are called as the phytoplanktons. They are found in fresh water as well as marine water. Most being are the photosynthetic. They are the most important and the chief producer in the marine ecosystem. A large percentage of a marine animal is depend on these forms of the phytoplanktons. Most of them are referred as the diatoms. So what's a significant characteristic present in case of these diatoms? The cell wall forms a two thin overlapping shell. Their cell wall which is here, it's a formed by the two thin overlapping shell which is fit together like a soap box like structure. It's a significant characteristic in case of the diatom. They have deposits of silica. On the cell wall there is a deposition of silica. So the silica, when the diatoms die, the silica deposition which is present on the cell wall, it remain as it is, and this accumulate over billion of years. So this silica which is deposited on ocean's floor, it called as the diatomaceous earth. This soil being gritty, it's used for polishing as a fine abrasive. The cell wall of diatom can pick up small impurities in the liquid, so that this is used for filtration of oil and syrup. It's an example. It's a tricharium. Its example is the tricharium. It's known as a diatom, and the chrysopherilia. It says as golden brown algae. So this one is golden brown algae. Next one, it's a dinoflagellate. This dinoflagellate, it's again the unicellular. It's also the unicellular, means consist of a single cell. They are mostly marine and the photosynthetic organisms. They are next to diatoms as a producer in oceans. They appear yellow, green, brown, blue, or the red. So you can see here, this one is the blue color, green color, red color, and yellow color. That is depending upon the main pigment present in the cell. Some of them are bioluminescent, means there is the emission of light. The body, it is enclosed in a stiff cellulose cell wall. Divide it into the two plates. So there is a formation of two plate here. So you can see it's a very clear. There is a presence of two flagella, but these two flagella, it is a unequal. Dinoflagellate. Di means two. There is a presence of the two flagella. One is the shorter flagella, and the second one, it's a long flagella. The short flagella, it is transverse flagella, and it is the furrow in the cell plates, which is present in between the cell plate, which is present in furrows. But the long flagella, it's used for the locomotion. Very often this red dinoflagellate, like the gonolix, it undergoes rapid multiplication, cause the bloom that make the sea appears red. The toxins released by such a large number the toxins are released by such a large number kill the marine animals, as well as there is the killing of the fish. For example, gonolix and the Glenodinium. The next one we see, that is the euglenoid. It is a very significant in case of the kingdom Protista. What is a significant characteristic in case of this kingdom Protista? That's euglenoids. These are the unicellular, means consist of again the single cell. They are the free living. Majority of them are found in the fresh water as well as the stagnant water, means the steady water. The second significant characteristic is that is inside of the cell wall there is a presence of the protein rich layer, and that the protein rich layer, it called as the pellicles. It called as pellicles, and that pellicles, it's a flexible. So there is the change in the shape of the euglena. euglena का जो आकार है वो जो shape है वो change होता है. As they have the two flagella. Again this euglena, it contains the two forms of flagella. One is a short and the second one is a long flagella. The long flagella, it is used for the locomotion. The next significant characteristic in case of this euglenoid, it's there is a presence of the chlorophyll pigment. If the chlorophyll pigment means what's you can think it, that is the photosynthesis phenomena. It's a workout, and this photosynthesis process, it is workout in presence of sunlight. But what about in absence of sunlight? In absence of sunlight, this organism, it behaves like that of heterotrophs by predating the small organisms. The pigment chlorophyll of euglenoid, it's identical to one present in higher organisms. Due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment, this organism, it's a green in color. The next one is a fungi like Protista. This fungi-like protista, it's a saprophytic protista. So you can see it's a saprophytic protista. They are commonly formed the group, it's a myxomycetes. Their cell aggregates to form a large cell mass, and that large cell mass is called as a plasmodium. The spores produces the true wall. They are extremely resistant and can survive for many years under extreme adverse conditions. Example is a Dictyostelium. As there is a presence of reserve food material, and this reserve food material is in form of the glycogen. There is absence of flagella, and this it engulfs the bacteria. The next or the third type, it's an animal-like protista. It's an animal-like protista. It says as a protozoans. There is absence of cell wall. They are the heterotrophs, means they are depend on another organism. So it is believed to be primitive animals. There is a four form. First one is amoeboid. Second one is a flagellated protozoa, ciliated protozoa, and the sporozoa. The first one is a amoeboid protozoa. What's a significant characteristic? You are very familiar with this image. That's a image. It's a amoeba. It's amoeba. What's a significant characteristic in? It's a irregular shape. There is a presence of the pseudopodia, means there is a presence of the false lake. It's a found in the fresh water, seawater, as well as a moist soil. This amoeboid protozoa, it includes the Entamoeba histolica and the Radiolaria. The next one, it's a flagellated protozoa. Flagellated means what? There is a presence of the flagella in this organism. They are either free living or parasitic, means depend on another organisms. They have the flagella, and this flagella, it's used for locomotion. They are the parasite. So as it parasites, so it causes the disease in human as well as animals. Its example, it's a trypanosoma. The third form, it's a ciliated protozoa. Ciliated means what? There is a presence of cilia all over the body of the organism. They are the aquatic, actively moving organisms because there is a presence of cilia. The second significant characteristic is there is a presence of oral groove, and that leads opens into a cavity, and that is called as the gullet. It called as the gullet. The food is digested in the food vacuole, and undigested food it's thrown out through the anal pore. Example, it's a paramecium. The last one, it's a sporozoa. It is a group of mainly parasites form. It's an example. It's a plasmodium. This plasmodium, it's a malarial parasite, and it causes the malaria in human. Hope so you understood it. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.